upon me too, of course, as someone who now supports, and very vocally so, the plight of the Tibetan people, who are up against the same kind of totalitarian government that the Ukrainians were up against. You know, the Tibetan people that are coming up to the 50th anniversary of their circumstance. Imprisonment, killings go on. Again, no Western journalists go. Again, nobody speaks about it. And again, it's not about the Chinese people. It's about the government they have. And I always say to them, there's hope, despite the fact that you're a small voice in a big world against a big power. Look, the wall came down. The Soviet Union, the Stalins of the world, and all that supported them, they're over now. It's over. It's finished. So the voice of truth and the voice of freedom will out. It will be heard, even if it takes a while. And they take great comfort in the fact that, for example, Ukrainians finally are seeing justice done about that genocide so long ago. So you are an example to the world, still, and to those who deny oppression and to deny totalitarianism still. It still goes on. It's still happening. And you are here as a witness against that in the present, on behalf of those who suffered in the past. So I thank you. We all thank you for that. And certainly, as a Social Democrat, when I look to those countries we see as doing things better than we think we are doing in Ontario and Canada, countries like Sweden, Norway, Germany, certainly countries that have more of a social service network, countries that may call themselves socialist even. I feel it's particularly incumbent upon Social Democrats to stand up and say we have nothing in common with that system, we have nothing in common with that government, that has nothing to do with the ideals and principles and values that we hold. It is incumbent upon us. And so I feel that weight as well, that we must say something. Whenever ideology clouds humanity, this kind of horror happens. Whenever people refuse to see the human in front of them and see only a symbol in front of them, this kind of horror can happen. Whenever humans don't accept in all the humanity each other, this kind of horror happens. And you know, in some small way, the joy of being part of a three-party bill, an all-party bill in this House, is our little way, too, of saying we may be Liberals, we may be Conservatives, we may be NDP, but we are all humans, and we see each other as such. And when it comes to humanity and when it comes to suffering and when it comes to historic injustice, we can agree, and we should agree. We should agree, and we should move forward as one. You know, it's these big questions where you really see the mettle of people. And I'm proud today. I'm proud not just of my own team over here. I'm proud of all of us. I'm proud of Liberals. I'm proud of Progressive Conservatives. I'm proud of the New Democratic Party. I'm mainly and mostly proud of our distinguished guests. And I'm proud of all of those, like my friend Anne, who spoke out, who finally told the truth about the horrors they'd witnessed. It takes courage to tell the truth. It takes courage always and ever. And truth-tellers tend to do it in the face of no agreement. That's the historical reality. And those who did not tell the truth encouraged that horror to continue. So today we're undoing a historic wrong. We're making history in this particular government of Ontario, and we're doing it for such a worthy cause. I want to thank you. We all want to thank you for what you have brought about today. I want to thank my colleague from Brant, my colleague from Newmarket Aurora. I want to thank all of those voices around the world that tell the truth and still tell the truth in their particular circumstances against totalitarianism, against the forced suffering of people, even when it isn't popular or easy to do so. Thank you all. it's been a privilege, as I say, and a pleasure to finally get this bill before this House, and with any luck at all, passed very quickly. Thank you very much.
Further debate? The member from London Fanshawe.
Mr. Speaker, before I start, I want to also welcome all the guests who is with us here in the gallery, and also especially Dimitri Nibor and Luba Keapanen. I'm not sure if they are here or not, but I'm privileged and honored to stand up today among all my colleagues from both sides of the House to speak and support Bill 61 and act to proclaim Holodomor Memorial Day. This bill is a historic bill, as been mentioned, because the first time ever in this place, a bill being sponsored by 3 parties and all of us standing up together, united, to speak about an era, a dark era, happened in our history, to stand up to speak about the dictatorship, speaking up against the killing of innocent people, which under the regime of Joseph Stalin, 10 million people perished, 25,000 on a daily basis being killed for no reason except love of power. A man, he loved himself so much, he loved his authority so much, he went and killed everyone who went against him. So today we're standing up together, Liberal, Conservative, and NDP, to say no to all the dictatorship, to say no to all the killer and the whole globe, not in order to bring back the history, but to protect our present and also to make sure we have a bright future, a safe future for all of us. So, ladies and gentlemen, my friend, my colleague, for all the people who listen to us, today is a historic day because all of us stand united under one banner